Hey viewers, Dylan here. Uh, Here to talk to you about my placement that I did with Georgian College. I did an internship with two different companies, one being Athletics Ontario and the other one being my former high school, Bear Creek Secondary School. So let me get right into it. So to start my placement, I continued to do it with Athletics Ontario as I found it a really good placement to start off with, and I really learned a lot, so I wanted to go back. And I really set some new goals for myself. And these goals I really felt were important to actually get me further in the industry and everything like that. So like my goals were pretty simple. So let me read them out to you. So my first one was to really learn the aspects of running a championship or a major event. Last year at the gala, I was able to have a little bit more responsibility with running an event and event planning it. And this year, I really wanted to expand on it, and I really wanted to focus in on learning the aspects of how to plan an event, plan a championship, and really how to make it a successful event. So I really worked close with like the marketing team, the event planning team, and really got on board. And I had the opportunity to work with competitions, such as a few indoor meets that we did. I also got to help plan what our format for the Ontario Games, as Athletics Ontario is going to be introducing athletics into the Ontario Games for the first time ever. So it was really cool. And my second goal was to promote Athletics Canada through Athletics Ontario, my friends, everything like that, social media. I found it really important that a lot of people start to learn about athletics, as it doesn't only help the business grow, it really helps the sport grow as well, as it's really getting popular in Canada. Um, Personally, I believe that a lot more people should be introduced to it, give it a shot, and really it's just an inclusive event because they offer para, they offer for able body. It's not that expensive to get into. You don't have to have like yes, you have to have talent, but it's very inclusive, I'd say. And by my third goal, at the end of my field placement, I was hoping to work with Athletics Ontario. Um, Unfortunately, I actually had to stop working with Athletics Ontario and had to move to Bear Creek, but I'll get back into that later. But however, now that I'm done school, I'm hoping to start a new internship with them, move down to Toronto, and actually work with them full time instead of going down only once a week. So I think this could also open up the pathway to what I'm trying to get at here. And I'm really like I wouldn't say I've completed this goal. I'd say it's still a work in progress, but I believe I can do it. And my other goal was to really work on development of the athletes I'm working with. This goes into my Bear Creek placement. Working with the kids, my apologies. I found it really important that development be key to their succession and to their growth. And I really wanted to measure this by obviously their overall time, but as well as like their form, because I find form really important within track. So really, I was trying to focus on the form within the blocks, their running form, their stride length. And I really think I succeeded on this goal. On this goal, I started to work with a few of the girls. They're doing pretty good right now. It's only the season hasn't even started for them yet, but it's just been a lot of indoor training that we've been working on for the winter break. And I really think that they're ready for it. They're feeling a lot more confident, and they really want me to come back. So I'm going to be continuing working with Bear Creek as well over the summer, as I'm going to be presenting medals at OFSA for a couple more athletic benefits and really get close to the field. Um, I'm also going to be going to all competitions with Bear Creek, such as zones, provincial, not provincials, regionals, OFSA regionals, and hopefully OFSA as well. I really find this an important thing, and I really wanted to push on development as an athlete because I find it very important. And finally, my final goal is I hope to achieve new ways and how to adapt in changing environments. And I really think I did this because with my placement, unfortunately, with Athletics Ontario, unfortunately, I had to leave due to transportation circumstances. With the weather continuously getting bad down in Toronto, and my ride having to go an extra hour out of their way, I found it quite unfair to them. So I had to readjust. And unfortunately, Athletics Ontario wasn't too happy with it, but they understood, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go back with them and try and heal some wounds, fix some bridges. But I really think I thought on the spot, and I thought of Bear Creek because I found it really important to give back to everyone who's given me so much. Because if it wasn't for Bear Creek, I would not be in athletics and the position I'm in today about traveling the world, doing what I love to do. So I really wanted to go back to Bear Creek, give the students the opportunity that I was given, help the teachers out as well, and just show them that I'm still here. I still have like really strong connections with everybody, so I found it a really good placement to go back to. I'm really comfortable in the area. My experience as an athlete, I feel helped a lot while doing this as well, and really helped me make this decision. So overall, I think I completed most of my goals, except for the one. So when talking about getting a placement with Athletics Ontario, it's pretty simple. All I did was send an email to the company themselves, the organization, sorry, and their marketing director, Anthony Bigger, got back to me, told me he'd love to have me on board. I didn't even have to do an interview, really. He just said, well, actually, yeah, no, I didn't have to do an interview. I just had to come in, talk to him, and then we also did like a little on the phone idea of like what they do, what I'm going to be doing, and everything like that. And then after that, we just picked a start date, and it was like that. For Bear Creek, I'd say it's a little more complex to say the least. They are particularly um a stronghold have a stronghold on who comes in and who's allowed to do what at the school. Just as like if you're not a student, you have to get a visitor's pass and all this, you have to sign a bunch of forms. But thankfully, I knew them so well that I didn't have to do any of that process. If you are trying to get a position, I'd definitely say go to your former high school, former school that you're affiliated with, or whatever. I know a few of our classmates have done something similar to that. So if that's the case, I find that would be the best way to get a placement such as that. And also talking about placement in general, I really found it was a very interesting experience to say the least. I'm really happy I had the experience to do this. Georgian College really opened up a lot of doorways for me into our field. And I really think that if anyone's taking sport administration, they should really take advantage of this and also just hop on board with what we're doing here because obviously getting into the sport field isn't the easiest. And having a pathway into an internship, I know a lot of presenters have come in and told us this before, but it's the easiest way to get a future job with the company you're working with. So if you are coming into sport admin or doing an internship, I highly recommend that you try and find a job that you want to work at in an organization you feel comfortable at because chances are they might hire you on full time after if you do an exceptional job, I'd say. Um, and just recommendations for anyone who's looking to do a placement like this: just be yourself. Being yourself is key. They really look for new ideas, and going into that, also just be confident in yourself because any idea counts, and they're always looking for new ideas how to innovate and just change up Athletics Ontario or sport or athletics in general. So if you have an idea, just spit it out, talk to them, and honestly, they'll take the time and consideration, talk to you about it, expand on it as they did with me, and really, you should be fine. I'd say like you'd have a good run working with that business, and overall, you'll have a really good time because they're a great, friendly group of people that you should not be afraid of, and they're just a very positive environment to say the least. That's basically my presentation. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little mumble jumble. I apologize. I'm kind of sick right now. Other than that, have a great day, and I'm glad I got to work with all of you. Thank you.